Hello everybody. Welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well. And that you're all having an absolutely incredible day. And without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Prices move a tiny bit and everyone completely ends up losing their mind for some reason. There's a lot of Bitcoin price prediction news in the news right now. Can I even move this one around? I'm trying to figure out, is it all just flowing to the very center? Okay, that's not weird at all. Yeah, a lot of hype happening within the last couple of days, dare I say. The idea of where Bitcoin is going to go is still extremely heavily in the news, of course. People are wondering and speculating, and I think once again we've gotten to one of those situations where I wonder, are people okay? One of the most popular news stories floating around right now is from Plan B. Plan B is a popular analyst on the Twitter. And over the last few, I want to say, it's been a while. It's been like 5 or 6, maybe more, years now. He's popular because of his price predictions. And I don't know if he's just popularer because the numbers keep going up and I haven't been able to actually decide. So apparently recently, Plan B put out a chart, or like an updated chart of everything that's going on and everything that happens within his stock to flow ratio. And basically he stated that it looks like, now hear me out here, here's where it gets a little bit bananas, that Bitcoin could potentially go to 800,000 US dollars by 2025. Let me try to explain because it's only going to sound insane. So if you've been looking at all the action from interest rates, the other predictions of interest rates lowering as we move through the year, I think people are still projecting one interest rate extra drop as the year goes on. The economic problems that I mean, sure, why not, are having right now. A lot of analysts, even those, especially those within the cryptocurrency space, have the idea that if things continue getting worse for economies, that more people are going to move into the cryptocurrency market, regardless if prices skyrocket or not. With everything that we've basically been going on, and usually one of the main narratives has been the ETF issuers and how much Bitcoin that they're accumulating. Even when we have, I think there was one day recently where I think the inflows were, I think there were no inflows, which also makes no sense to me, which I have so many theories. There is no way on this earth, there is literally no way on this earth that a whole bunch of ETFs can have $800 million worth of inflows one day, 600 million, and then somewhere along that week, the inflows are zero. You mean to tell me you had no one on the planet who didn't put $1 in? I don't know, something. The whole ETF thing is incredibly weird to me. But on the theme, the money that's going into the ETFs, the amount of people who are accumulating, the companies, all the new ones that are launching, now comes the behemoth number of $800,000. Listen, he's still going for $150,000 by the end of this year. We are 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away from the first prediction that we got for a $100,000 to a $150,000 Bitcoin by at least the 1st of June. And then it kind of expands from there, where every single analyst was talking about $100,000 to $150,000 somewhere by the end of this year. How we get to 800,000, he doesn't exactly explain. 800,000 being the number that we actually need to actually surpass the entire valuation of gold entirely. I guess re-knocking on the door of Bitcoin as a proper store of value and being like actual digital gold. I think the way that the market has been reacting the last 3 months, I really think people would be ecstatic if we got to like $250,000 in 2025. A lot of times I see these numbers and I'll give you the two halves of me. One side is, I don't want to say the word skeptical, but I'm like, buddy, can we get over $100,000? That would really propel me. Then the other side, it makes a lot of sense. It makes sense from the news that we've been getting, from the levels of accumulation, from the 3 million Bitcoin that these ETF issuers are going to have by the end of this year. The other accumulation that we've been seeing, all the other rich companies and all the other news that we've been getting of everyone else who's been buying over the course of this time. Cool, I get it. Supply crunch, got it. 5 million Bitcoin lost and gone forever. It does make a lot of sense. But it also seems a little disconnected from reality. Ow, why was I scratching my arm? Disconnected from reality when we don't pump and price hearing all this movement, all this money. You get what I'm saying. So incredibly popular news. Let me be the first, if not the second, to say, I think we'd all be extremely happy with an listen, a $200,000 Bitcoin means that altcoins have completely lost it. We're talking about a $7, $8, $9, $10, $11, $12 XRP Cardano, $1.50 Dogecoin, you name it at that point. 800,000, when I hear these numbers, it just seems, the word's not too much, but the word is too much. If you catch my drift. I don't personally foresee if we get there, I'm making a video about it. I don't personally foresee a $25 ADA in 2025. I don't see a $19.75 XRP because the other altcoins would have to logically pump as well with those numbers, but it's cool. We've had crazy Plan B numbers before. The numbers have been astronomical. His charts show, if I remember correctly, between 2029 and like 2034, it's between like a 1.5 million to a $5 million Bitcoin or something like that. So like the numbers make sense, but then you also sit there and you look at the prices now and you go, not quite at 100K. That's the Plan B Bitcoin price predictions news. There's a lot of them floating around. They're all kind of the same exact numbers. Everyone is still expecting a $300,000 to $500,000 Bitcoin next year. Just Plan B had to, one up them and say, hold my blockchain. And he's at 800K in 2025. So why not? Why? I think we all deserve it at this point. That is right. That's the Bitcoin Plan B news. Moving along. In what? No way news. So remember how this year has been like a spectacular year for Ethereum? Because typically for the network, we will hear maybe that there's like one upgrade that's taking place on the network and everyone gets really hyped about it. I think we're up to like number 13. Once again, not knocking it, but it's more of a, if you keep stacking stuff on top of the pile, eventually you got to work on some of the pile. But so we keep getting promised all these things that are going to happen for Ethereum. And here's another one. Ethereum core developers are talking about another new release, another upgrade for the network called Pectra. Pectra, scheduled to release in the first quarter of 2025. My skepticism bell is ringing because we always hear the first quarter of year for Ethereum, and then it gets pushed back to spring, and then it gets pushed back to autumn, and then it gets pushed back to December. So this probably won't actually release until the middle of 2026. According to the decision made at a recent executive meeting, Pectra is set to be the next major milestone for Ethereum following the successful implementation of the... What? Has time flown that quick? No, that happened this year. What? For the Deneb Cancun upgrade, it says in March 2023. Wasn't that this year? Ooh, this is awkward. Pectra will introduce the Ethereum Virtual Machine Object Format, EOF, which includes approximately 11 other upgrades designed to enhance the Ethereum virtual machine in both Layer 1 and Layer 2 solutions. These improvements are expected to benefit both developers and users by increasing the performance and flexibility of the Ethereum virtual machine. One notable addition is Pectra. In Pectra is the Ethereum Improvement Proposal 7251, otherwise known as Increasing Maximum Active Balance. This offer will allow individual validators to contribute more than the maximum current 32 ETH, increasing the limit to 2,048. So as far as I understand what this actually means for EIP 7251, if you want to run a validator, you need 32 Ether. Got it. Apparently, if you have a lot of Ether, you can't all push it into the same car, room at the same time. So you're kind of obligated to open up hundreds of different validators, all with 32. Maximum 32, maximum 32, maximum 32, maximum 32. If you have a couple thousand Ether, you are, you got to do 32 for this one, 32 for this one. So they're increasing the limit to 2,048. So if you have 800 Ether, you don't have to open up multiple different ones. You can have all of them inside of the exact same validator. Yay! This change aims to reduce operational complexity for validators managing multiple low consistency accounts by enabling higher consistency validators. And then it's a very long article that keeps going on, and it's like, yay, cool, that's awesome. So cool. Another Ethereum upgrade to look forward to. I've mentioned before in a very frank manner, the only thing anyone really cares about is transactions. So, cool. I'm not a validator, but I assume this will definitely help out people who are validating transactions. But if we could get to like a 10,000 transaction per second Ether, that'd be grand. So cool. Something else to look forward to. It's still June, so we're probably going to have about 18 other update newses for Ethereum at this point in time. People really just care about staking and transactions per second, but I guess all the other stuff is also good as well. That's the EIP ABC 123 news. Moving along. Also in, cool. I'm glad there's been a change of mind. Recently, a lot of Bitcoin maximalists were quite annoyed that Ethereum got Ethereum ETFs. And Michael Saylor was in the news talking about how he didn't like it, he didn't care for it, and how it was going to be the worst thing to ever happen to the cryptocurrency market. For some reason, he's back in the news again, talking about how Ethereum ETFs are actually great and wonderful, and how they're actually wonderful for Bitcoin, and how it's only going to strengthen the market and all these other kinds of things. This was very popular news, and I don't know if it's because people wanted like it's not a comeback story. What would you even call this? Like a take back story? A take back story is what I'm going to call it. But quite popular news where he was talking about the ETFs aren't that bad and it's amazing. And I don't know what happened. I don't know who spoke to him. I don't know, because for those of you who missed it, Michael Saylor, one of the upper echelons of Bitcoin maximalists, said that Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, Litecoin, you name it, were never, ever going to have Bitcoin ETFs. He said it the day before they approved Ethereum ETFs. So I guess takesy backsies. I don't really know, but this was very popular news. I want to understand it, but it's cool. Glad he got there, because we're probably going to see ETFs for all these coins. You know, that's just how money works. If you as a company are making billions of dollars per month, you're going to wait. We can make billions of dollars if we have ETFs for every major coin. So yeah, luckily right now is there? No, there's no XRP ETF news, which thank the goodness, because there was a whole week of that where everyone was like, okay, XRP's next. And I was like, can we actually get the Ethereum ones first? That'd be great. So cool. Michael Saylor has come to realize that Ethereum ETFs aren't made of evil pudding, and things will be just fine. News. Okay. Let's move on. Also in Sure, Why Not? Brazil's central bank has announced a multi-phase plan to regulate cryptocurrencies and virtual asset service providers. The bank aims to finalize the regulatory proposals by the end of this year, enforcing transparency around the benefits and risks of these investments. Brazil is super big into crypto. For those of you who didn't know, they've been into crypto for a very long time. Especially, I mean, I'm not there, but people tell me that apparently the public is also quite into Bitcoin as well. We heard that cities in Brazil were some of the first to actually begin adopting not Bitcoin as legal tender, but like using it for their treasury. So I think Rio has some Bitcoin and they're buying Bitcoin all the time. That's what kind of, if I remember correctly, that's what got the mayor of Miami also into buying Bitcoin, and also the other, what was it, Delaware? What was that other state that bought Bitcoin once and then never ever mentioned it again? I don't remember. So now we've gotten to the point where like regulations are regulating very, very ridiculously all over the planet, and Brazil's kind of next up. So cool. Not the most spectacular news, but it's the news that's actually out there. I've been saying it for years. I would much rather hear a country or a central bank say that they're going to regulate crypto as opposed to outright ban it. Because, you know, there's definitely there's a universe somewhere out there where crypto is, you know, all this good news ain't good news. So that's the Brazil central bank is going to be regulating crypto. It's basically the same exact stuff that you need for a bank account. And that's what I remember years ago when that got people so upset in the cryptocurrency space. First of all, I remember when Coinbase was like locking people's accounts, and people were like, well, how can they do that? Because Bitcoin is decentralized. And I was like, because Coinbase is a centralized entity. And then when we found out that all the crypto exchanges like had to play ball and they had to like regulate and, you know, do all these things that banks do, and people were like, but you can't do that because, and I'm like, you're not understanding that you're using a centralized entity. That's the Brazilian central bank is going to be regulating crypto news. Cool. by the end of 2024. So I assume December we'll have more news about this. Fantasticals. Okay. Let's move on. In also popular news, and this one's different than the normal popular news that we get of this, Shiba Inu statistics from the market analytics platform known as Glassnode has revealed that apparently there are 100,000 new people into Shiba Inu since last year. Woo! Recently published data from Glassnode shows that the number of wallets with non-zero Shiba Inu balances peaked just 6 days ago. Specifically on the 15th of March. There are apparently now 1.4 million people using Shiba Inu. Is there a chart anywhere? Nope, no chart, just a bunch of numbers. Wait, chart. Found the chart, nailed it. Cool. So the vast, if not near all majority of the news that we get for Shiba Inu has been about coin burns and how many coins are being burned, and more coins are being burned, and they're burning coins tomorrow, and Binance just over and over. So now we're getting that people are into Shiba Inu and more people have gotten into it. I don't know what else to say. Like it's good news. It's just different Shiba Inu news. I was expecting because their burn rate is always going up by like 17,000% a week. So, that's usually what we get. Still no Terra Luna news. Shame. Yeah, they used to be in the news a lot. For those of you who don't know why Shiba Inu is constantly more popular, this is the black line right here is their price. At some point it went wee all the way up. Consolidation phase, and people are expecting during this run it's going to get remember that one. Someone said they're expecting it to go to 5 cents, and I was like, gonna make a lot of shmillionaires. Shmillionaire sounds like a 2003 rapper. Shmillionaire. Anyway, that's the Shiba Inu. People are into Shiba Inu. More wallets. Whoa, news. And yeah, let's move on. All right, so this is another weird one. I mean, all the news in crypto is typically quite weird. So XRP is in the news, and I'm going to give them the doubt of the benefit because this is gold and silver. Like the words gold and silver will represent 1 gram of each precious metal soon on the XRP ledger. So apparently someone is creating gold and silver stable coins, and they're putting them on top of XRP. Tokenization innovators Meld Gold have partnered with Ripple. As a result of the partnership, Meld Gold will release 2 new stable coins on the XRP ledger, backed by gold and one backed by silver. Each token will represent 1 gram of precious metal held by leading custodies provider MKS PAMP and Imperial Vault, an official statement has said. And they said on Twitter, "The time has come. Meld Gold is coming to XRP Ledger. Learn more about this pioneering step to launch physical RWAs on the XRP Ledger, built on XRPL." And then there's a little photo that says Meld and XRP Ledger. Let me try and explain. This is not and has not been and will not be the first or the last stable coin that has to do with gold and silver. We've had them for a very long time. I think the first ones began to pop up around 2018. The issue is that they're typically created by or have been pioneered, championed, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, by people who basically love precious metals or have a precious metal company. A number of years ago, when these were created, no one actually used them, or there was very low trading volume. But to be fair, like I said, this is simply because we have Tether, and I guess to a lower extent, we have USDC. We don't need 9 million different stable coins. The idea of these stable coins was actually wrapped up in the idea of digitizing or tokenizing the actual physical assets. So if people aren't going to get onto a plane with a bag filled with gold, what's an easy way for them to transact the value of gold and silver? It's by tokenizing it. Buying up gold and silver, putting it into a vault, and then making it digital on the blockchain. The problem is, and this is not only my opinion, but just logic, we already have logic, yeah. We already have value on these chains. So you're creating a digitized version of something that people don't really want anymore. I get it. I know people still love gold and silver. Have fun with your life. Live your best life. Do whatever you need to do to be happy. But you understand what I'm saying. Gold and silver already have value. So why are you digitizing it to put it on top of any blockchain to say, well, now this is the new way to transact in gold and silver, when the new way to transact in value is the actual value of the blockchains that we already have? You trying to have a stable value in the form of a gram for these coins is already something that we represent in smaller fractions through Tether and the USDC on the actual blockchain. So it's cool that the XRP blockchain in the last couple of months, we heard like 2 months ago, there's apparently a whole bunch of initiatives for them to get stable coins and stuff like that. And people are very excited for the actual XRP stable coin, which is going to revolutionize the world and everything that we know about it, ? Or something like that. But this was also very popular news. It has the letters Ripple. It has the letters XRP. It has to do with the idea of another coin being put on top of the XRP blockchain. It's kind of reminiscent of Ethereum. Ethereum has 9 majillion coins on top of it. The more coins you have on top of it, the more value your chain is holding, the more value your chain is holding. And if people are actually using these projects and people are using these gold and silver coins and passing them back and forth, if they're trying to transact in some sort of way to be able to send value, as that's happening, the ledger is actively also burning XRP in the background. The more XRP that gets burned, the idea is that the coin will become rarer and therefore the value will rise. The more the value rises, the more people are using it, the more people are accumulating it, the more XRP gets burned. It's the loop. So I was not expecting to hear about a gold and silver stable coin being put on top of XRP. When is it? Did it say soon? In quarter three. In quarter three, this is going to happen. I don't remember if there's an exact time frame for the XRP stable coin that's going to be launching. But now that we got the gold and silver ones announced, I assume we will have an avalanche of coins that are going to be built on top of the XRP ledger. Does anyone know how to do this? Is it as simple as doing it on top of Ethereum? Doesn't Cardano also have like a programmer thing like that? You know, just I'm asking for science, because if there's like an easy protocol, there are a lot of people who love XRP. I think people keep forgetting that very quickly. And if there's an easy way to make coins on top of it, especially meme coins, is that a thing? Can you make meme coins on top of XRP? Because listen, if you want XRP's value to skyrocket like some of these other coins, petition for it. Tell Garlinghouse and that the other guy with the hair. Almost said Schmitty. Schmitty's not his name. What's this guy's name? Michael Jordan. Tell them that you want to be able to like make meme coins on top of XRP. That coin's price would completely skyrocket. So cool. I assume other companies are going to be popping up, building other stable coins on top of it. Once again, gold and silver stable coins tend not to do very well, but you know, fingers and toes crossed, maybe something different will happen with this one. Anywho, that's the Ripple, gold, silver, XRP ledger, quarter three stable coins. I mean, I get it, but it's also like, okay, cool. I think that's going to do it for this odd video. Told you a lot of weird stuff keeps happening in this space. Do hope you've all enjoyed. Hope you all are having a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, Thank you all for watching, listening, having a great day. Why do I always forget this? Maybe I need to take a nap. Thank you all once again for doing whatever you've been doing and leaving likes. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.